Welcome to another exciting episode of BNI San Diego. Again, we are live in Miami at the BNI National Conference 2023. I'm here with my really good friend, Charlie Lawson. Charlie has been in BNI for what, probably since you were a kid now?
Yeah, probably even younger than that. Before I was born, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Charlie was the co-national director for the UK and Ireland. He's had some amazing roles. He's an incredible speaker and author. He's actually got a couple of books out that we're going to promote, and I think we're going to be really good for those individuals that, you know what, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let Charlie talk a little bit.
Cool. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, thank you for joining
Good to see you here.
Good to see you.
Don't get to see you so often these days.
Especially coming into the U.S. It's great having you.
Good to be here and good to be in my first time in Miami. It was hinting there at the books I've written. So I call myself an unnatural networker.
So what's an unnatural networker?
Okay, so let's just give you the background here. I ran BNI in the UK. I've been in BNI for about 18, 19 years or something like that. But I don't really like networking. If I could avoid networking, I would. Actually, I'm fine at networking. I'm great at networking. And especially when it's in a one-on-one context. I love, it's like hanging out with your mates. And that's fun. It's when you have to go into a room. You know, when you go into a room of people and you don't know anyone there. And there's that big, as you walk in the door, there's that big buzz of people over there. And I'm just like, everyone looks like they know what they're doing. I'm the only person who doesn't. Who the hell am I going to talk to?
And the thing is, I think most people feel that way.
Yeah.
And they think they're the only ones that feel that way.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You know, when I go into that room, I know as soon as I get into conversation, it's fine. And the fact is, all of those people, as they walked in the room, they felt like that a few minutes before, clearly. Here you go. Here's some unnatural network. You want some unnatural networker tips? This is what I do. You want to see me at a networking event? Okay, you ready for this? Okay, I'm going to need a prop for this.
Okay,
I'm bringing out my phone. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
This is me at a networking event. Just checking my emails.
So
I'm not actually checking my emails. Here's the thing: the smartphone was not designed to stay in touch with your contacts, to get online, to do all the things that we do on our smartphone. It's to make us unnatural networkers not look like a lemon and like we haven't got any friends at a networking event. That is entirely what. Yeah,
so now there's that. You actually put words to what I've done for years.
Oh, I do it the whole time.
Right?
I do it the whole time. I mean, sometimes it's emails. Sometimes I say I'm Candy Crush, whatever. You know,
to look busy.
Exactly. That's the thing. When you go to a networking event, you'll see people like that. If you're feeling a bit unsure, here's one of the things that sometimes people worry about when they go to a network. It's us unnatural networkers. Yeah. There are some natural networkers, call them weirdos, very politely. You know, they love going and talking to people. Yeah. But some people don't. And so what you'll do, you'll have probably heard people talk in BNI talk about, look for body language. If, we're in an open stance.
This is an open too.
Yeah, that's a good person to come up. If we're like this, we're having a deep and meaningful, don't come up and interrupt us. But the thing is, sometimes you still can't see where to go. And you still feel you've got to interrupt a conversation. In the end, we're still having a conversation, even though, subconsciously we'd be very happy to have you in. So look for that person who is checking their emails. I promise you, they're not checking their emails. I promise you. If they actually had business to do or an email to send or whatever it might be.
They would have done it before.
Well, sometimes it comes up at the moment, but they'd retire to a quiet. They'd go to the side of the room. They'd go and sit down somewhere, get it done, and then come back. They're not checking their emails. They just want you to come and talk to them. And there's another benefit of that. Because one, A, you don't have to interrupt the conversation. But B, think about how that person's feeling.
So you're actually breaking the ice for that.
They want someone to come and talk to them. And if networking is about building a relationship, well, actually, you've just made a real positive start to building a relationship by taking them out of that, bad feeling.
So that was your first book, The Unnatural Networker.
Yeah.
You have a new book.
I do, yeah.
What's that called?
It's called The Unnatural Promoter. So if The Unnatural Networker was how anyone can succeed in networking, The Unnatural Promoter is how anyone can blow their own trumpet. I take it that phrase translates?
Oh, yeah, very much.
Yeah, I don't like to blow my own trumpet. I hate it.
Well, as an unnatural networker,
I struggle with it, yeah.
It's obviously obvious that you don't like promoting yourself.
Yeah, no, I really struggle with that. And look, in basic principle, if you're in BNI, you're taking on what the Unnatural Promoter says. It says if you don't feel comfortable shouting about yourself, get a good network around you who'll shout about you for you. Exactly. And then if you like, it's almost the prequel to The Unnatural Networker. It's not like it's a...
Oh, interesting.
It's not a... It's not a... if it was a fictional, but it's not that at all. But it kind of says, right, if you don't feel comfortable with networking, with promoting yourself, get other people to do it. Then the Unnatural Networker shows you how to do it.
Well, that's why BNI works so well
Yeah.
for that individual, right? Because
Exactly, yeah.
you're tooting the horn or whatever of one of your referral
This is my thing. Look, introverts, this is my cause. I am definitely an introvert. My other half, Hannah, she says I have a word limit. So once I've said enough, or I've had it received, honestly, taken in enough words, I need to go and sit in a quiet room. And that's
No, really?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely.
You're done for the day.
I'm done for the day. That's it. She is the most natural networker I know. Honestly, she's the most natural. So she will just. This is my younger daughter, Maggie May. She's 10, and when we're walking to school. In fact, when Hannah's walking her to school, Hannah will talk to everyone, and I mean everyone. Hiya, hiya, and it's always quite sort of flamboyantly like this. And I'm going to hold your hand as though Maggie May is holding Hannah's hand. And Maggie May's like this, just stop doing it.
Oh, so she's more like
she's
you.
more like me, yeah. Whereas my son's actually more like my she's literally holding it. Stop talking to the people. Anyway, so I think when it comes to introverts, I think BNI is a great place for an introvert. I really do. There's a number of reasons for that.
That's an interesting thought.
No, I think it is.
You think because there's so many people in a chapter or in a local community.
It can still be a bit freak me out going into a big room. Yeah, I'll get that. That can still happen. You've still got to stand up in front of that room and speak. Yeah, that can be hard. But think about it for a sec. BNI, you have to show up.
Yep.
So there's a bit of accountability there. Otherwise,
you wouldn't go.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother.
No, especially as an unnatural.
I'd be like, no, I'd rather hang out with my mates.
Stay home today,
Exactly. Yeah. So it make you go. 2, everyone gets a chance to speak. Now, okay, I understand that speaking in front of a room can be hard. And it's practice, and there's lots of things you can do. I'm sure you help the members do that, of course. But everyone will get to hear what you have to say. So it's, think of an open networking room. If you wanted everyone to hear what you have to say, you'd have to do that thing where you work the room and literally talk to everyone. Well, that's just too scary for us unnatural networkers. But you'll get your 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever you got, and you'll present to the room. So everyone who you are, and also because of givers gain. There's a good chance of actually getting something back. Obviously, as long as you play the game and you give, then hopefully you should receive as well. So, I think BNI is a great place for unnatural networkers.
Wow. I mean, when you think about that, I would not have thought that. But the security of a room filled with people that are trying to promote you, trying to get to know you, that want to get to know you.
Yeah, no, true.
Right? Because a lot of times we go into networking environments or social events, and we don't know that it's not an environment where people really want to get to know. Everybody wants to sell something, but they don't really want to get to know you.
No, exactly. And look, in the end, no one goes networking to make friends. You don't need more friends in your life, probably. But when you do get to build relationships, guess what? You become friends. And then think about your best mate, absolute best friend. If they called you at 2 a.m., would you take the call?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt.
You might curse them a little bit, but you'd take the call because you want to make sure they're okay.
Absolutely.
And look, I'm not saying that in BNI you have to take calls from each other at 2 a.m., but it's the principle of you do what you can do to help your friends, basically.
What do we call that, giver's gain? Little things.
We should use that phrase. We should coin that, yeah.
You think so? That's a good idea. So, Charlie, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a great time here at our national conference. Charlie spoke just a little while ago on this very topic. He's absolutely phenomenal. Again, he's got 2 books, The Unnatural Networker, and also now the new, The Unnatural Promoter. Both, where can we find those right now? It's especially not in the UK, but here in the US.
Amazon's going to be the best place to get it. Yeah.
So make sure you go to Amazon and get the books.
There's a third one on the way, by the way. I'm actually going to promote myself.
So what's the new one?
Check me out. I'm promoting. I don't do that very often. No, I'm about halfway through writing The Unnatural Public Speaker.
Ooh.
Whoa. It's actually a bit of a cheat because I quite like public speaking.
Really? So you're an unnatural networker, but you like speaking.
I like that, yeah. Because when you're on a stage,
it's just you.
You don't. Yeah, it's just me. I don't have to go up to people and have that awkwardness.
So when will that be coming out?
I'm a slow writer. I don't know. Probably 2024. I'm guessing. I'm guessing.
Well, I look forward to that one as well.
Yeah, cool.
Charlie, thank you for being with us here today.
Pleasure.
It's always a pleasure
Good to
see you.
No, lovely to see you, man.
Thank you. And we look forward to seeing you guys back here next week with, stay tuned and you'll know who that's going to be. Have a wonderful afternoon.
This episode of the BNI San Diego podcast has been brought to you by Cruise Productions, a San Diego-based video production company and proud BNI member. You can find us at the intersection where business and creativity meet, or online at cruiseproductionsinc.com.